Here's your wrestling news for May 28th, 2021. And your headlines for today include WWE's huge plans for the main event of SummerSlam involving John Cena. Is Andrade all set to debut for AEW at Double or Nothing? 2 major injuries for wrestlers in AEW and Impact Wrestling. Major update on why WWE brought back Eva Marie. Paul Heyman drops big hint for Brock Lesnar's WWE return. Yet another WWE's guest celebrity to work for AEW. Buff Bagwell drops interesting video after recent arrest. Why Paige has been banned, and more. We are starting today with news from SummerSlam, which is expected to happen with live fans in attendance, and fans could be in store to watch the live return of John Cena. With reports that the Peacemaker HBO Max series will wrap up shooting very soon, many fans are expecting the 16-time world champion back soon, especially with WWE bringing back live audiences starting from July 16th. Though many expect a Cena return, possibly on the July 16th SmackDown, to be a one-off appearance, that may not be the case, as on the latest Mat Men podcast, Andrew Zarian hinted that Cena will be main eventing this year's SummerSlam. Not only that, Zarian has also hinted at Cena's opponent, tweeting, "You can't see what you can't believe," strongly implying that Big Match John will be facing Universal Champion Roman Reigns. For years, Reigns has used "believe that" as a catchphrase, which has since been replaced by "acknowledge me," and with no other likely challengers for the Tribal Chief at SummerSlam, fans should expect Cena to go for his record-breaking 17th World Championship this August. Cena becoming a 17-time world champion would be a historic achievement, but it may not happen on the day fans are expecting. Though SummerSlam is reportedly expected to happen in Las Vegas on August 22nd, the show may soon be moving, thanks to the upcoming fight between Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence Jr., which will happen on the 21st. On the Mat Men podcast, Andrew Zarian said that SummerSlam won't be happening on the date everyone is thinking, implying that the show will move from its August 22nd spot. With Pacquiao vs. Spence Jr. announced for Las Vegas, WWE's pay-per-view would be a distant second if it happened just one day after this much bigger fight, and time will tell when and where SummerSlam will happen, as to not conflict with Manny Pacquiao's return to boxing. This Sunday, AEW will host Double or Nothing, and whilst a total 5 title matches have been confirmed, it's the Casino Battle Royal that has the most fans talking. The match has one empty spot left, which has led some fans to speculate on Bryan Danielson or Nick Gage filling, but according to Wrestling Observer Radio, fans should expect Andrade to complete the lineup for the match, as Dave Meltzer said, "The surprise. I don't want to say this because it may not be someone as good as this, or it may be later, or it may fall through, but we know they've been talking, is Andrade. If it's him and he wins, actually him and Kenny Omega is a great match on paper, but that's a Triple Mania main event, and that's in August." The idea of Andrade debuting and winning the match doesn't make much sense, as he already has a match against Kenny Omega for AAA, but that doesn't mean he won't debut for AEW this Sunday and come up short. Since his WWE release in March, which came without a 90-day non-compete clause, Andrade hasn't appeared for any televised wrestling company Vince McMahon would care about, but that could all change this weekend. Impact Wrestling news now, and Matt Cardona will be on the shelf for the next 3 months. Impact's Dr. Ross confirmed that Cardona suffered a fractured orbital bone, which will keep him out of action for 12 weeks, after he was attacked by his former partner Brian Myers, who is angry the former Broski followed him to Impact. Myers said he wants to know what he has to break to keep Cardona out for good, as this feud isn't over between the 2 former Raw Tag Team Champions. This Sunday, Anthony Ogogo will have the biggest match of his AEW career when he takes on Cody Rhodes, but the British wrestler will be entering Double or Nothing hurt. Speaking to the Metro newspaper, Ogogo confirmed he'll be competing with a broken rib which he suffered during training this week, but still plans on competing at the pay-per-view. In that same interview, Ogogo said he's been waiting for this match for a long time, saying he's been watching Rhodes since, quote, "before I had hairs on my bollocks." This feud was constructed by a Cody Rhodes-led focus group who wanted to see a battle over the American Dream, and Ogogo will give him a fight this Sunday, broken rib or not. It was in September 2020 that WWE brought back Eva Marie, though she wasn't officially added to the company's internal roster until January 2021, and it took months after that for Marie to debut on TV. In recent weeks, Marie has appeared in a number of video segments and recently took to YouTube to tease her new ring gear, with fans assuming she'll be stepping back in the ring when she appears in person. That won't be the case according to Fightful, who report that Eva will be a vehicle to get other female superstars over. Their report also noted that WWE has been working on Eva Marie's return long before the vignette started airing, and her being brought back is in no way related to the company's recent releasing of other female superstars like Mickie James and the Iconics. Eva Marie has teased the arrival of an Evolution lately, with the video packages portraying her as a glamorous motivational speaker. Eva's creative direction was recently discussed by Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez on Wrestling Observer Radio, who noted that Eva Marie as a babyface manager could help another talent rise through the ranks. Dave Meltzer also pointed out that the Evolution is similar to the Evolution gimmick, which was booked and promoted for months before being instantly dropped. WWE is apparently going to use Eva Marie quite literally, and time will tell how that pans out. What do you think of WWE's intentions? Will Eva Marie help get other women over? Let us know in the comments. Much like Eva Marie, Brock Lesnar hasn't been in WWE for quite some time, as the Beast left after his contract expired following his loss at WrestleMania 36. Though Brock is gone, his advocate Paul Heyman is still on TV, and he isn't letting fans forget the Beast. Speaking on Houston radio station Sports Talk 790, Heyman hinted that Lesnar isn't just expected to return, but that he's been waiting for a very specific moment to come back, saying, "Asking me about Brock Lesnar is a highly intelligent question, and I commend you on your efforts. However, it's a hypothetical. Brock Lesnar does what Brock Lesnar wants to do. If Brock Lesnar wanted to be back in WWE at this moment, at this particular time and place, he would be. Maybe he's been waiting for the live events, and maybe he'll choose Houston to make that return, or maybe not, because Brock Lesnar is going to do whatever Brock Lesnar wants to do." It's been expected for a long time that Lesnar would return when the fans do, reportedly to enter a feud with WWE Champion Bobby Lashley. And with all the recent cost-cutting, we're sure WWE will find a way to afford the expensive Beast Incarnate. Back to AEW, and the company, for all their claims of being different from WWE, has never shied away from celebrity appearances, with Shaquille O'Neal and Mike Tyson going down well in the All Elite promotion. Now, another celebrity who is very familiar to pro wrestling could be appearing next, as while speaking to comicbook.com, Cody Rhodes said he's spoken to actor Stephen Amell about making an appearance for AEW. Amell, who faced Cody at SummerSlam 2015, also competed at the All In event before AEW was founded, when he faced off against Christopher Daniels. In that interview, Rhodes did admit that the Green Arrow actor broke his hip wrestling Daniels, but that he could definitely see Amell getting in the ring for one more match. AEW has proven to be massively popular since starting 2 years ago, and with even more focus on the show when they move to TBS next year, it's entirely possible that Amell may team with Cody down the line. Earlier this week, Buff Bagwell was arrested with a total of 15 charges against him, all of which pertain to misdemeanor offenses whilst on the road. Now, the former WCW star has broken his silence on this unfortunate matter, but didn't reveal much on his Facebook livestream. Though he seemed to be his usual charismatic self, some fans were concerned with how he looked in the video, whilst Bagwell reassured fans that he is still the stuff before promoting his next appearance. There's only two people that know the truth, and guess who those two people are? God and Buff Bagwell. Boone Promotions got very smart and are going to let me tell my side of the story. So if you want to hear the truth about the incident on May 22nd, come to Big D Flea Market, and I will be there from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. telling the absolute truth. And anybody that knows Buff Bagwell knows I tell the absolute truth, whether it's good or bad, and I'm telling you, I will be doing that. So if you want information on this, you need to get to it. Midstream, Bagwell got a phone call, which led to an awkward conversation where he told the caller he was live, and after hanging up, told the viewers the phone hadn't rung in 5 hours, but that's just how things are. He then went on to address the fans, saying,
We're live.
The phone just rang and we're live. But listen to me. You can call 423-504-6461 and get your tickets while they last. I'm telling you, bro, this is going to be hot. It's cool. And I want you to know, honest to God, this has been the biggest deal that's happened to me in a long, long time. And I want to thank every person that's prayed for me, cared for me, and actually gave a crap about me. Not the haters, the ones that really, really cared about Buff Bagwell. I want to say thank you so much. So come out and talk to me and get to meet me one-on-one, and then make your judgment on what you feel. You know, like we did a minute ago with it live. My phone ain't rang in 5 hours that it rang. That's the way my life is, and that's okay. But come out and check it out. Come meet me. But listen to this. Without the fans, there's absolutely no Buff. And there's absolutely no wrestling.
Bagwell is really up there in terms of energy in that video, but some fans have said that he doesn't look 100% to say the least, and it's hard to argue that he was shaking a bit during some parts. It was around this time last year that Bagwell was pretty bruised during a cameo video, which he explained at the time was an injury from tripping over his dog, but the former WCW Tag Team Champion is growing quite a reputation for having fans concerned. Back to Impact, and next week a historic title match will take place for the X Division Championship. In a first for the promotion, X Division Champion Josh Alexander will defend against TJP in Impact's first ever 60-minute Iron Man match. This match will stretch across 2 shows, but it'll still be historic for the company, and time will tell who leaves with the X Division title. And we're ending today with Paige, who has built quite a community on Twitch since her 2018 retirement, but her time on the streaming platform appears to be over. This week, Paige's channel, which is known as Saraya Official, was banned, possibly due to copyright infringement. The former Divas champion recently did a watch-along of the David Bowie classic Labyrinth, and some fans wondered how she was able to show the movie on Twitch, which traditionally bans for sharing copyrighted material. Paige's stream was cut off this week during a streaming of Dumb and Dumber, as Twitch clearly doesn't play around with copyrighted materials. Hopefully Paige will get her channel reinstated, as her fanbase has helped her mental health in a major way. And let this be a lesson not to stream material that doesn't belong to you. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.